Getting you the latest from another poll-bound state of Kerala, where the Kerala government, we are getting to know, has decided to withdraw the cases related to the Sabrimala and CAA protests, which are not serious in nature. Now, these updates that are coming in from the cabinet of the ruling Kerala government, of the ruling CPM LDF government in the state of Kerala, which has now decided to take back those cases, to withdraw those cases that are related to the Sabrimala temple and CAA protests, which are now said to be not serious in nature. Is this a politically calculated move that has been made by the ruling dispensation in the state, looking at the current scenario there, where this has been a long-standing demand of the opposition parties there to take back or to withdraw those cases? Going across to Ashwin for a quick update, because Ashwin, we have seen how the LDF government has been cornered by the opposition parties there, especially when it comes to the issue of Sabrimala's women temple entry and the anti-CAA protest in the run-up to the assembly elections. Why has this decision now been taken?
The only reason for this decision is extreme pressure. There has been an pressure by the opposition, and in fact, it has to be noted that recently a senior CPI leader had in fact told that what happened in Sabrimala was a mistake from their side. So now the elections is round the corner. They want the vote of the people, and there has been many surveys which has been done across the state, and Sabrimala still continues to haunt the prospectus of winning the election for the LDF. And this is the reason why the sudden move by the government. They had a cabinet meeting today, and this has been done. So because during the Sabrimala, there has been a protest, and about thousands of cases were filed against normal people, including lots of women. So taking back this case, this government is expecting that they will garner the votes of the people, because it is to be remembered in the last local body elections where the Sabrimala exists, in all those areas, BJP had sweep the polls in those areas. So the government is definitely trying to woo the voters. It's very clear. Along with that, the CAA protest also, there has been about 350 cases which has been registered against CAA protesters. So Clearly, it is pandering, which is the government, which the state government is clearly trying to win votes in the last moment when the elections are going to be declared in the next week. March 1st week, the election dates are going to be declared, and the government is seriously in a back foot. There has been a lot of questions that has been raised with regard to corruption and all that. So the government is trying to win.
All right, stay on with us, Ashwin. Mr. George Kurian is with us on the phone line. Sir, that has been a long-standing demand of the opposition too, to take back all of these cases. Now that the Kerala cabinet has approved, what is your take on this? They are now being saying that these cases are no longer serious in nature.
Yes, the devotees' demands justified. The time of this Sabrimala, that agitation, this government was against this demand. But now they are accepting that this government now withdrawing the cases against the devotees, and they have taken that during this Sabrimala agitation. And they should tender their apology, unconditional apology to the government for taking cases and torturing the devotees that time. Now they are accepting that these cases were unnecessary and the agitation was correct. They should change their policy also. They should not allow the women above 10 years and below 50 years to Sabrimala. That is the demand of our devotees. That is the belief of the people. That is why the government of Kerala should tender the apology, unconditional apology to the people of Kerala and devotees of Ayyappa.
All right, Mr. Kurian, thanks very much for joining us here on the point of view that is being shared by the BJP. Now, Ashwin, if you hear the leader, he's now saying that an apology should be tendered by the ruling dispensation to the people, because this has been a long-standing demand there when it comes to the withdrawal of the cases there. But what exactly does the term not serious in nature mean, especially at the time when we're just weeks ahead of the announcement of the polls in Kerala? Ashwin? All right, we'll continue to get you more voices on the same story, where it's coming in now as far as the controversial clean chit for votes that has been given to by the Kerala cabinet now in this latest decision that has been taken up, where the Kerala government has decided to withdraw the cases that are related to Sabrimala and CAA protests, which are not serious in nature. That is so far the explanation coming from the government side, where the opposition now is taking on the ruling dispensation in the state of Kerala just weeks before the formal announcement of the elections will be made in the state. But what is being said so far, when the protests against CAA were taking place, we have seen Kerala as being one of the front runners during those protests that were taking place, and had challenged the government that they will not implement the CAA within the state of Kerala. Now it's a complete U-turn that has been made by the ruling UDF dispensation led by the CPM in the state of Kerala, saying that all of those cases against thousands of people that were booked in the anti-CAA protests, and also many of those women, the devotees who were protesting against the Sabrimala clean chit that was also given by the Kerala government, now we are getting to know, has completely taken a U-turn and have withdrawn all of those cases against those people.